everyone, I am Pooja S of class HS3G section, Arvind International Residential School, Kunigal. Our school have started online classes so far for all and it's going very well. I thank all the teachers of Arvind International School who are part of this, and I especially thank my science teacher who gave opportunity to do this. Today I am going to summarize the chapter Chemical Reaction. First, we can see what is a chemical change. In a chemical change, a new substance is formed. What is a physical change? In physical change, no new substance is formed. We'll see some example. What happens when grapes are fermented? Alcohol is produced. So, what happens when food is cooked? Cooking alters the chemical composition of various nutrients. It also kills the several microorganisms. And last, what happens when we respire? Release of energy takes place with the help of enzymes. What is a chemical reaction? Chemical reactions are nothing but they are the process in which new substance with new properties are formed. What happens when a magnesium ribbon is burnt in air? Magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling white flame and changes into a white powder. This powder is magnesium oxide. It is formed due to the reaction between magnesium and oxygen present in the air. We can see the characteristics of chemical reaction: change in state, change in color, evolution of a gas, change in temperature, formation of precipitate. What is a chemical equation? The method of representing a chemical reaction with the help of symbols and formulas of the substance involved in it is known as a chemical equation. What are reactants then? The substances which undergo chemical change in the reactions are called reactants. What are products? The new substance formed during a chemical reaction are called products. We can see what is a skeletal equation. If the number of atoms of any element in a chemical equation is not equal on both sides, then it is a skeletal equation. Balanced equation. A balanced chemical equation means total number of atoms of each element in equal on both sides of a chemical reaction. What happens when water is added to a small amount of calcium oxide or quicklime in a beaker? Calcium oxide reacts vigorously with water to produce lacquered lime, releasing a large amount of heat. We'll see the types of chemical reaction: combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, and double displacement reaction. Firstly, we'll see what is a combination reaction. A reaction in which two or more reactants combine to form a single product is called combination reaction. What is an exothermic reaction? A reaction in which heat is released along with formation of product is called exothermic reaction. Example: burning of natural gas. Do you know whether respiration is an exothermic reaction? Yes, it is, because during digestion, large molecules of food are broken down into simple substances such as glucose. Glucose combines with oxygen in the cells and provides energy. Since energy is released in the whole process, it is an exothermic process. What is a thermal decomposition reaction? When a decomposition reaction is carried out by heating, it is called thermal decomposition. Example: calcium carbonate on heating decomposes to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So, what is a decomposition reaction? The reaction in which a compound splits into two or more simple substances is called decomposition reaction. What change do you observe when 2 grams of lead nitrate powder is heated in a test tube? Heating of lead nitrate powder produces brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide. We'll see what is an endothermic reaction. Reaction in which energy is absorbed in the form of heat, light or electricity to break reactants are known as endothermic reaction. Do you know displacement reaction? The chemical reaction in which more reactive element displaces less reactive element from its salt solution is called displacement reaction. What is a precipitation reaction? It is nothing but a reaction that produces a precipitate is called a precipitation reaction. Example: when solution of barium chloride reacts with the solution of sodium sulfate, white precipitate of barium sulfate is formed along with sodium chloride. What is a double displacement reaction? Reactions in which ions are exchanged between two reactants forming new compounds are called double displacement reactions. We'll see an experiment. What happens when a china dish containing 1 gram of copper powder is heated? The surface of copper powder with black copper oxide oxygen is added to copper and copper oxide is formed 2CO, 2Cu plus O2 gives C2Cu2. 2CuO. We'll see what is a oxidation. Addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen from a compound is known as oxidation. We will see what is a oxidizing agent. Compounds which can add oxygen or remove hydrogen are known as oxidizing agent. Example, chlorine. So far we have seen oxidation. We'll see what is a reduction. It is nothing but addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen from a compound is called reduction. Reducing agent. Compounds or elements which can cause reduction are called reducing agent. Example, hydrogen sulfide. Redox reaction. In a chemical reaction, if oxidation and reduction both take place simultaneously, then it is redox reaction. Rusting of iron. The process in which iron particles get coated with a reddish brown powder when exposed to moisture air is called rusting of iron. Rust. Rust is chemically hydrated iron oxide. Its formula is Fe2O3 2H2O. Corrosion. When a metal is exposed to substance around it such as moisture, acid, etc. For some time, a layer of hydrated oxide is formed. This process is called corrosion. We'll see some problems of corrosion. Corrosion damages the car body, it damages metal bridges, iron railings, it damages ships made of metal. Do you know what is a rancidity? It is nothing but the oxidation of fats and oils when exposed to air is known as rancidity. Then what is antioxidants? It is nothing but substances which prevent oxidation are called antioxidants. We will see some methods of prevention of rancidity. Firstly, keep food in airtight container. Second, filling an inert gas like nitrogen in packets containing food items. Third, by adding antioxidants. And my summary ends here. Thank you all.